On this week's Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, it's do or die time for the Bucks with a spot in the playoffs on the line going into their last regular season game versus Duke City. Plus, from the gridiron to the links, we see how the Bucks fared at their first ever Bismarck Bucks golf tournament. And finally, after claiming to be the most stylish Buck, we figured it was time to put up or shut up for offensive lineman Sterling Clark, who we took on a little shopping spree. It's all coming up on the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, which starts right now. Welcome inside our Beck Studios, everybody. I'm David Sugarman, and this is the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show. Believe it or not, we are here at the final week of the regular season, and with the Bucks coming off their bye week, things are as tight as can be in the standings right now, with the playoff picture, frankly, still unclear for the Bucks as they head into this final regular season game at Duke City this Saturday. Let's take a look at the standings as they sit right now. 5 teams have already clinched playoff spots. That's Arizona, you see, as the top seed at 11-2. The Frisco Fighters, Massachusetts, and it gets a little bit confusing, but Iowa and then as well as Spokane, even though they sit below Bismarck in the standings, they have already clinched a spot. Now, of course, the best case scenario for the Bucks involves a win. After that, Bucks fans should be rooting for a loss against Green Bay as well as a Massachusetts win versus Iowa. Now, despite all the scenarios, the Bucks know what's at stake and what's within their grasp.
I mean, that's just being accountable and me taking leadership, just trying to help keep the team focused on the goal that's at hand and not worry about the outside and pretty much be able to control what we can control.
I mean, a lot for the franchise to be able to have their first playoff berth. I mean, so hopefully we can get the dub and get to the playoffs. You can't control things that are out of your control. So as long as you just this is what we can control, is our game. As long as we win our game, everything else I think will fall into place.
I just know we gotta win. Every week I've been having that mindset that we gotta win the game. We gotta win the game to even get to the playoffs. So that is just another week like that for me. We just gotta win this game, get to the playoffs.
Coach Miller, it first starts off with him. He's the leader of this group, and we all know what he wants from us, and that is to take care of our business first and let all of the rest, after we win, because we have to get a win first.
The Bucks had the week off, but let's take a look at the scores from around the league elsewhere this week. Arizona took down Spokane 30-20 in a thriller comeback victory. Iowa clinched a playoff berth with a 55-49 win over Sioux Falls. Frisco takes down Green Bay 38-20. Tucson over Duke City in a huge win for the Sugar Skulls to keep their playoff hopes alive, 63-59. And Massachusetts, no problems handling Northern Arizona, 51-16. Now let's take a look ahead at the upcoming IFL schedule for this weekend. Like we said, Iowa and Massachusetts, big game there. Bucks fans should be rooting for a Massachusetts win. Then you've got Green Bay and Sioux Falls, big one there as well. Then Tucson and Northern Arizona, and Frisco taking on the Arizona Rattlers. Now, all that mental math and playoff scenario juggling could make even the sharpest mind go a little bit dull. Frankly, give anyone a little bit of a headache. However, the Bucks did find some time to relax on their bye week away from the gridiron at their first annual Bismarck Bucks Golf Tournament. The Bucks and competing teams took over Hawktree Golf Club in Bismarck on Saturday and gave it their best go for a good cause. The Bucks held a 50-50 raffle with the proceeds going to the Bismarck Mandan PGA Junior League. The winners from the day, Paul Key Steele with a score of 17 under. The Bucks may have had their sights set on Duke City this week. However, they were happy to be involved with the community, and there's still even some talk who had the best and potentially the worst swings.
Because I was going around selling raffle tickets, so I pretty much got to talk to everybody. So yeah, that was good, and I got to show my face and let everybody know who I was and who I'm not. I think Coach Ross. Yeah, I think Coach Ross, because I actually watched him try to swing a couple times, and it wasn't bad at all.
Not a big golfer, but I had fun. I mean, it was good just to get out, see some of the guys from the community, and just kind of just go and get back. Best swing on the team, I probably have to get it to Caleb. Worst swing on the team, I got to get that to either Zoe or can.
Looks like a lot of fun, but of course we're hoping the golf clubs are going to stay in the bags for the Bucks for a few more weeks as they hope to get into the playoffs. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll sit down with Bucks head coach Rod Miller.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Everybody needs an off season, but our announcers have a tough time slowing down.
Hey, do you mind if I practice a little bit? Right, I don't really think that. Johnson holds, shoots, he scores! Incredible! For the second time today, Brent has jammed the printer. Lowry's third caramel roll of the day. That's a bold move.
And he drains one. Blind squirrel finds a nut. And back to normal.
Staying connected is more important than ever, and we're proud to have connected you when it mattered most. Whether it was working remotely at your new home office or providing cutting-edge security and connectivity solutions, or connecting you to your customers in new ways. More than ever, your local co-op is here for you. Choose local, choose Beck Connect.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center, and the Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
Welcome back inside the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, as we are every week. Happy to be joined by the Bucks boss, head coach Rod Miller. Coach, first things first, how was the bye week? How was the time home?
Bye was good. It was good to go home and see some family, have some things that get it done and some medically some things like to make sure things was good. But everything went well. I'm just glad to be back.
Most importantly, there was a trip to Godfather's Pizza, I hear.
That is correct. Famous taco pizza. Got to have it every time I go to Omaha.
I got to get to Omaha for that reason alone.
Yes, most definitely.
Final week of the regular season. Obviously, there's a lot on the line. The postseason's hanging in the balance. How helpful was it for the team to have that bye week to get mentally prepared for this week's game against Duke City?
It was very needed. I think we needed a break, not to mentally get ready, physically get some people get healed up, which is good because you want to be able to be strong for the stretch run. We have to approach this as our playoff has started. We told our guys yesterday, our playoff started on Sunday. So every game is a one and done for us. That's how we have to approach it. And as I said, it's a different mentality when you get to the playoffs. We got to start that a week early. So it was definitely a needed approach to get our minds ready to go.
Getting ready to face the top offense in the league and the top quarterback in the league in Duke City's Nate Davis, 73 passing touchdowns, almost 40 more than the next closest guy. What makes him so dangerous back there in the pocket?
I mean, he's a savvy veteran. I've played against him for years. I lost in the championship to him before. I beat him in the championship game. So I know Nate, he's going to sit there. He's going to deliver that ball. He's going to try to stay on his target. We just have to make sure that we don't let him stay on his target. But he's a deadly quarterback. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's why you can tell by the difference in the ratio of his touchdowns to everybody else's. So we have to come prepared. One thing that can help you a little bit when you know that many touchdowns, they're kind of more one-dimensional, so which means we can focus more on one side of taking away the pass as compared to worry about the pass and the run. So that's something defensively that we can take into account that could help us in that situation to try to slow him down.
With the top passer in the league also comes the top receiver in the league. Dello Davis, tops in the league in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. What is the game plan in the secondary to limit his effectiveness and coverage?
We have to go out and make sure we maintain. I don't want to get too many secrets because I know teams watch this stuff to try to get insight. And like I said, I know their head coach over there, so I would be surprised. He's a good friend. He used to play for me. So, but we just have to go out and try to limit his catches. We have to go maintain him and keep him controlled. The offense goes through Dello Davis as far as we're concerned, and we got to make sure we try to limit his touches if possible.
For as good as the Duke City offense has been, at least on paper, the defense has struggled quite a bit this season. I know you said you don't want to give away too many secrets, but where do you see as some of the weaknesses in that defense that you'll try to attack?
We have to attack. They play zone defense as well, so we got to try to attack the zones and the middle of the zones and try to run the ball. I think that we can run the ball effectively. I think our line can go in there and be effective in getting our run game going. If we can get our run game established, I think that'll open up more of the passing game what we need to get done. And so we're looking forward to establishing on all phases of this game, offense, defense, and special teams. We have to establish to win this game.
Bring the focus back to you guys. Obviously, the quarterback position has been a bit of a roller coaster this season. Caleb Lewis been out since July 16th with that shoulder injury. What's his status going into this week's game?
He was cleared yesterday to start playing and practicing. So, he's at practice today and tomorrow, and we'll see how he comes, this weekend, if he's ready to go to make the trip. But, we are definitely excited to have him back. He contributed well when he played, and he's a veteran. He played for Duke City, so he understands the environment down there, understands the teams, what they do on both sides of the ball. He understands being in that building. So there's nothing that should faze him going down to Albuquerque. So, if he's able to play, he will play.
Couple other nicks and bruises throughout the last couple of weeks, particularly at the wide receiver spot with J.T. Stokes and Mike Kerrigan. Where are those guys at health-wise?
Those guys are back at practice today, so we're going to see how they maintain. Like I said, you had a week off to heal, and so now we're finally running around today to kind of see what they're doing. They were looking pretty well before I left to come over here, but, we'll see what happens the next couple of days, and then we'll make that determination because come we get on that plane on Friday, we got to take the best guys that are healthy to help us get a win this weekend.
Now, win, lose, or draw, the team needs a little bit of help this week getting into the playoffs. How do you make sure the focus is completely on Duke City this week and the minds don't wander to the help you may or may not be getting around the league?
Well, the big thing is going into, what we go. I don't want to jump the gun because my answer is actually going to be our code word for the week. But, we have to make sure we basically take care of our business and do that as well. So that's been our focus all week, to focus on us and what we need to do.
All right. Well, I appreciate the restraint. Now reveal the code word.
Well, the code word is control. So that's what our focus has been. We have to control our own destiny. We can't worry about putting in the hands of somebody else. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. Some of the rules and how they're doing and how to set up the playoff stuff is kind of confusing to us as well, especially with the uneven schedules of different teams. So at the end of the day, like I said, we just have to control our own destiny. We win, we don't have to worry about anything else. If we don't win, then you got to put that control on somebody else. So our focus all week is, let's control our own destiny this week, and that's been our focus. Code word for this week, code word for practice, code word for the rest of the season. Just control everything ourselves.
Control is the code word of the week. The Bucks going to try and control things when they head to Duke City to close out the regular season. Bucks head coach Rod Miller, thanks for joining us.
I was always glad to be here, buddy.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, it's time for a little shopping spree with offensive lineman Sterling Clark. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Everybody needs an off-season, but our announcers have a tough time slowing down.
Hey, do you mind if I practice a little bit? Right, I'm really big man.
Johnson holds, shoots, he scores! Incredible! For the second time today, Brent has jammed the printer.
Lowry's third caramel roll of the day. That's a bold move.
And he drains one. Blind squirrel finds a nut. And back to normal.
Staying connected is more important than ever, and we're proud to have connected you when it mattered most. Whether it was working remotely at your new home office or providing cutting-edge security and connectivity solutions, or connecting you to your customers in new ways. More than ever, your local co-op is here for you. Choose local, choose Beck Connect.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center, and the Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
We all love a football player that brings their own style and attitude to the game, and nobody does that better than Bucks offensive lineman Sterling Clark with the passion and personality he brings on a weekly basis to the Bismarck Bucks. And unsurprisingly, Clark carries that same swagger with him off the field. Take a look. What's up, everybody? We're here at Scheels at Kirkwood Mall with self-proclaimed most stylish Bismarck Buck, Sterling Clark.
I mean, everybody's always said my style is zone, and definitely. And with that, my style is definitely the best on the team. I don't got to have the Louis Vuitton or the nice $100, $200 watches, the nice loafers and all that, but my style is definitely the best on the team.
Sterling, we're going to walk around the store, learn a little bit about your sense of style, and hopefully walk out with a new few items for you. Ready to do this thing?
Let's get to it. I'm excited.
Let's do it. How would you describe your sense of style in 3 words?
In 3 words, different, sensational, irregular.
Irregular, I like that.
Irregular.
So you're confident by far and away you're the best dresser on the team?
Oh, absolutely, for sure. I mean, I think Malik Duncan, he wears some good stuff. I've seen Raheem Harvey put on some good clothes. Mike Kerrigan puts it on from time to time. Zareel Hendrick.
But I've got some good competition. There's some good drip on the Bucks.
Absolutely, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like if you pick any one of those guys, have them come in here, I mean, they might want to go a little bit more upscale, like Paxson or something like that. But, you know, I'm cool right here being in Scheels because this is right up my alley.
What first got you into clothes and style and things like that?
I mean, honestly, I would say it was when I was a little kid, just would see my parents going out to either go to church or go out to a function with some friends. I'm like, they smell good, they look good, and it wasn't, they weren't always going with the trend. They were going with what felt good to them, what made them feel good. And I think that really opened up my horizons. And then I'm a huge Russell Westbrook fan, and just how he's just so confident just to wear whatever he feels. And I think that just really makes me like, okay, if he's at the top, he's doing what he feels, and don't really care what people think, why should I? And I think I've really adopted that mentality.
Cincinnati, Ohio is the hometown. Where if I went to Cincinnati, Ohio, where are the places that you go to shop and you go to look good in your hometown?
Definitely Kenwood Mall. You got to go to Kenwood Mall. They got everything in Kenwood Mall. Everything in Kenwood Mall.
You have gotten a reputation pretty quickly as one of the most passionate, energetic guys on the team.
And the Bucks escape with the slimmest of margins.
Wow, Bismarck. Look at that emotion right there. That sums it up. Sterling Clark. The heart and soul of the Bucks, the emotional leader.
Where does that come from? Because it seems like it's all the time.
I mean, honestly, I love the game of football. I love it. I love the camaraderie. I love being around the guys, and I put a lot into it. I think last year, not being able to play during the pandemic, it really sparked like a whole new fuel for me. And I just love the game. I just love it. I love everything about it. I love the highs. I love the lows. It's just such a great game to play and to just shoot. If you're not passionate about it, why are you out there?
Cincinnati, Ohio, I know you played close to home at Wilmington College. How much does your family mean to you? I know we saw a bunch of them made it to the last game.
I mean, family is everything to me. Family comes first. I mean, it's just without those people in my corner, I don't know where I would be at today. You know, I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my sister, love all my family, and just family is just the most important thing to me.
When you talk about fashion sense, they were pretty fashionable at the last home game. Sterling Clark customized T-shirts. Was that your idea?
See, the crazy thing about it was they called me like 2 weeks before the game, and they said, "Hey, we're probably going to make shirts." And I'm like, "If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's cool because you guys are going to be there." And then when I saw what the shirts had on, and I was like, "Wow." wow, these are really good. And I think just everybody, when they saw the shirts on social media, Sterling, how can we get one of those shirts? Sterling, I need one of those shirts. Sterling, I need one of those shirts. I said, man, they just custom made.
So how do we get the hookup? How do I get?
Man,
are you the plug?
Man, shoot. Honestly,
you got a Venmo?
I think shoot, Cash App. Really Zelle, for real. But nah, I really would say it's my mom who's a shameless plug. I don't know who she went to go get them made, but mom, people are gonna be in touch for them shirts.
You like to dress a little bit more for style, but also for comfort. Absolutely. When you're in a place like this and you see all the nice sportswear type stuff, what type of stuff catches your eye?
I mean, definitely hoodie and sweatpants. I feel like I could wear hoodie and sweatpants all year round. I think actually before out here, when it was like 85 degrees, I was wearing hoodie and sweatpants. They're the most comfortable thing out there. Like, love a hoodie and good sweatpants.
What is a style trend that needs to make a comeback in your mind?
That's good. Honestly, I love the little early 90s, how they had the little jumpsuits, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a couple velour jumpsuits, you know what I'm saying? I think I did bring one out here. But I think it's a little
too hot right now.
It's just a little too hot to put on the velour suit right now, but I definitely think velour suits definitely need to make a comeback.
Who is your biggest style inspiration? I know you mentioned Russell Westbrook before. If you had to name 3 celebrities who, it doesn't have to even be celebrities if it's your family. I know you draw a lot from them.
Trey Turner, he puts on a lot of good stuff. Then I'll have to say Frank Clark.
So I'm not sure if you're white,
he's different. Hey, and I love different.
No relation,
Frank. And then I would have to say Orlando Brown Jr. You know, he's a big guy like myself. You know, likes to step outside the box. Gotta love guys who step outside the box. So yeah, I'll say those are my 3.
Sterling, this was great. We learned about you, your style, your inspirations. Now's the fun part. You get to walk around and decide what you're going home with.
Let's see. It's fall weather coming up soon in September, football season. Pretty cozy. I like it. Probably gonna get this.
Thanks for teaching us a thing or two, man. You got an athleisure style about you. I love that. I respect that. And hey, you got going home with some good stuff today.
Shout out Scheels. Appreciate you, Scheels.
Big thanks to Scheels for helping us out today. Big thanks to Sterling for helping us out today and teaching us a thing or two. Looks good off the field and definitely looks good on.
Shout out to Boys Bucks.
Another big thanks to Sterling Clark and to Scheels for the assist this week. That is one stylish man. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll reveal our Coach's Code Word winner from last week.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Everybody needs an off-season, but our announcers have a tough time slowing down.
Hey, do you mind if I practice a little bit? Right, I'm really big man.
Johnson holds, shoots, he scores! Incredible! For the second time today, Brent has jammed the printer.
Lowry's 3rd caramel roll of the day. That's a bold move.
And he drains one. Blind squirrel finds a nut. And back to normal.
Staying connected is more important than ever, and we're proud to have connected you when it mattered most. Whether it was working remotely at your new home office or providing cutting-edge security and connectivity solutions, or connecting you to your customers in new ways. More than ever, your local co-op is here for you. Choose local, choose Beck Connect.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center. The Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
Welcome back to the show, and before we go, actually, we're going to reveal our Coach's Code Word winner for the week. It is one Tim Stokes. Tim, congratulations. We'll be getting in touch with you very soon for your Bucks swag. If you want to be like Tim, we might only have a couple of shows left here. Last regular season game, hopefully a playoff run coming for the Bucks. Either way, pay attention and perk those ears up. For the Code Word of the week, it is control. Bucks trying to control what they can, trying to see if they can control their own destiny in Duke City this week. They'll need a little help to make the postseason, but it has to start with a win at Duke City. Code word is control. Take that to Bismarck Bucks Football on Facebook, at Bismarck Bucks on Twitter, at Bismarck_Bucks on Instagram. And of course, every week at 6:30, every Wednesday night. The shows are running out, but we've at least got a couple more for you coming. Wednesdays at 6:30, we'll sit down with Coach Miller and we'll get that Coach's Code Word. Before we go, take a quick look at that Bucks upcoming schedule. Only one regular season game to go at Duke City this Saturday night. 6:05 is the start time. We'll have the coverage for you right here on Beck. That'll do it for this week's show. Thanks to everybody behind the scenes for making this show possible, for our entire crew. I'm David Sugarman saying so long and have a safe week.